Hello and welcome. My name's Rose Smith and I'm here to do Pick a Card weekly tarot reading for the week commencing June 17, 2019. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't tuned in before, it's a very simple concept. You simply pick a number between 1 and 5. So I do a little small meditation of about 2 minutes to get us all into the zone so that we can really focus on the number that we pick. If you have difficulty deciding, you can pick more than one number. Obviously, don't pick 5 numbers. That might be a bit confusing. Preferable to pick one number only. And that will be your vibe, your key theme to think about for the week. I do these every Monday morning, 8 a.m. Sydney, Australia time, because obviously I'm an Australian living in Australia at the moment. So let's start. Without further ado, please close your eyes. Okay, now we're just going to let go of all the stress and tension of the week so that we can focus on what we're supposed to be doing in the present. Okay, novel concept, I know. Okay, bringing your attention to your breath, just breathing down, getting really relaxed, just going with the flow of life. And as you go deeper, you may be able to feel the vibration in every cell of your body, the chi force flowing through you, every cell of your body. Just bring your awareness to that as the life of the universe flows through you. Letting every breath take you deeper and deeper. Down you go. And as you go deeper into relaxation, you allow your mind to open to new possibilities, knowing that you are now completely safe and that the universe is providing a stable and safe environment for you now. It's okay to open your mind to new things, to look at them, and then choose how or if you will allow them into your life. Letting every breath take you deeper and deeper, down into your body and down into your subconscious. And down in your subconscious, there is a guide, perhaps an angelic figure. And he or she now comes to you and gives you a number between 1 and 5. Remember that number. That is the energy that you can focus on if you choose for this week. Thank your guide. Be grateful for what you have received. And now bring your attention back up your body, bringing your attention up with every breath. Coming back to your body and full awareness now. Be here now, right back to where you were seated when we first started. Okay, excellent. Okay, let's start. Got your number? Hope you've got your number. Okay, I'm shuffling up the cards. And we're looking for the number 1 for the week commencing June 17, 2019. Winter in Australia and summer in the majority of the world. Winter in Australia and New Zealand and a few other islands in the Pacific. Okay, number 1, card number 1, and we have, it is the 2 of Swords. Okay, the Two of Swords. This card has been coming out a lot over the last month. See this lady here? Swords are all about mental energy. Okay, this is the ability to analyze and cut through all of the crap basically that goes on in our heads. Okay, we overthink things, particularly in Western countries. We keep on thinking and thinking and thinking and causing ourselves all manner of anxiety, and it's unnecessary and it hurts us. So this is the ability to cut through. Twos can be about finances. They can be, excuse me, they can be about finances, and sometimes with finances we need to be able to be organised and cut through, whatever it is that we're doing that's, really hindering our finances. So if you're having financial issues, and you've picked number one, this is the week to really cut through and get rid of the superfluous stuff that we buy. Maybe sell it on eBay, or have a garage sale. I don't know if you do that in the States, but in Australia garage sales are really big. Or in Australia we have Gumtree. I don't know, Craigslist, I don't know if that's a good place or not. But yeah, you're bound to have some places where you can sell your secondhand items. But the point is, this week, look at your finances if you've picked number one. It can also be about relationships too, but I'm not getting so much a relationship vibe this week like I do sometimes, but I get financial. Now, see in the back there's two reflections, okay? So we've got the lady in the foreground and two reflections in the background. This is about her past, okay? It's like a reflection on a pond. You throw a stone and then the reflection all changes, and the harmonics of the stone landing in the water just goes out in circles, and that's what's happening here. The cycle's repeating itself from the past. This could be inherited or ancestral financial issues from the whole family. The energy may not, in fact, belong to this woman. It could be her inherited family issues around money, not specifically her. Okay, so if that's your case, that you're doing all the right things and you still have financial problems, please go back in your family tree and have a look and see how many people had financial worries in your family. And if you've got multiple people, you'll know that you've probably inherited the poverty gene, okay? Or it's probably a series of genes, not just one gene. There's probably many genes, in fact, involved in poverty. But underneath it all could be a belief system that you don't deserve better. And that's just not true, okay? That's a story that's going on in your family. It doesn't mean it's true for you. And I'm a prime example of that. My family were very poor. And, now I'm successful. So you don't have to believe your family stories, okay? So that's number one. So let's put that up here on the board, and let's go with number two. Okay, the card for number two for the week, June 17, 2019. Yes, so I'm seeing, and I feel like this is still from number one, I'm seeing coffins. It's like it's dead. The issue's dead, but it's not buried for some people. We have to go through the funeral. And so, you might need to do a ritual yourself to, make the issue dead and buried. All right, so number two, let's focus on two. Number two, I can see a piano playing. You're playing the songs of life, all of the different, life is like a symphony, all of the different parts of the players. Okay, there's a card that's talking to me. And it is swords again, and it's the Six of Swords. Six of Swords. Planning and strategizing to travel. Okay, this is a good card for traveling, moving forward, learning things. Now, she's in a little boat on a sea or an ocean. It's not rough, okay? It's calm, it's peaceful. The sky is dark because she's not sure exactly what's going to happen, But when you travel, you don't really know. You have a plan what you think you're going to do, but it doesn't. When you travel, all sorts of things happening. I'm just getting the vibe. Be careful with your money. That you don't lose money or lose your purse, or someone steals your purse, even worse. I'm just getting that feeling now because it's similar. Oh, I could tell you a story about that one time. Ask me in the comments if you want to know. But yeah, please be careful with your money if you're traveling. But look, it's basically, this is a good energy. This is not a negative energy. It's like stepping out, traveling, making plans. Now, if you're not physically going anywhere, this can be about a project or broadening your horizons. It can be also about studying, or something to do with overseas connections, where you broaden your ideas about the world. And we need to be exposed to all these sorts of ideas, even if we don't take them up, because it makes us a more rounded person to understand how other people think in other areas, okay, not just necessarily in our own country. Okay, vibe for number 2. Yes, so they're telling me I can see some parchments, contracts, or they're like scrolls, and they're all scrolled up in front of me, tied up with red ribbon. So that suggests to me that if you've got contracts or agreements to sign this week, that, yeah, you'd be careful going through them, but it's a good omen for any legal type agreements. And also, if you want to go into yourself and ask your soul if there are any contracts from the past that you have agreed to that are no longer for your highest good, you can void those contracts, those spiritual contracts. You can void them now. You don't have to be stuck in something you agreed to hundreds of years ago or in your family, that's now chaining you. I can see chains around people. These contracts have got really, very negative clauses that are hindering people and holding people back. You don't need to be part of that, and you can void those contracts. Thank you. That's a good energy, that one. Okay, number 2. Alrighty, let's go with number 3. Okay, the vibe for the week, number 3. Vibe for the week, number 3 for June 17, 2019. I've got the moon in front of me. I'm still on that number 2 card on the ocean with the moon guiding me. My feminine intuition, my feminine divine feminine in my subconscious is guiding me to the destination that I need to be. Okay, so, and the same goes for you. And number 3, we come out with Pentacles, and it's the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, 2 of Pentacles. This is quite a good one too for finances. 2 of Pentacles or 3 of Pentacles. It helps if I can read, doesn't it? Yes, it's the 3 of Pentacles. I'm sorry. See up the top there, the 2s and the 3s are quite hard to read if you're not 20 years old, which 20 years old has been and gone for me, as you can tell. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. This is about carving your future, I guess. It can be about money. It can be about communications, messages. It can be to do with making things the way that you want in a physical sense. It's not so much about planning or your emotions or spirit. This is a physical thing that you can do to improve your actual physical life this week in June 17, commencing June 17. Okay, 3, see, you can put yourself in either role. You can be the carver or the carvee. Okay, so you can be both receptive and active. And there may be other people involved in helping you in what you want to do this week. So just get the vibe. She's wearing yellow there, which implies like happiness and insight and awareness. As I close my eyes, I also see red, the colour red. I don't feel it's to do with anger so much. I feel the red is like Mars motivation, activity, getting stuff done. it could be more in your local area, could be more around the house, stuff in your house like cleaning out cupboards, organising things, gardening, paying your bills, just doing your general domestic type duties is what I'm seeing. They're also showing me with this activity to be a little bit cautious. I can see two swords crossing. And that implies that in the home area or the local area or something routine that you do every day, maybe even your work, routine work, that there's a disagreement. Okay, these two swords are, it's like they're fencing actually. They've turned into, I just can't remember what they're called. You know, when you fence, you know, those long pointy, not foils. It's gone out of my head. Anyway, you know, those long pointy, you know, sword things. I just can't remember what they're called. Anyway, fencing. And so it's like a clash of opinions, but it's not major and it's all healed up and there's no problem. So still a very good energy for this week. There we go. That one up there. Okay, number 4. Looking at number 4. That was the one I had actually. Number 3. That was what I picked for myself. Number 4. Okay, the flag's up. It's like going out, warriors going out. Reminds me of England, the King's Knights going out on, not actually crusade. They're not about killing people, but they're about, you know, providing justice in the countryside. So going out to provide justice. Okay, number 4. Number 4, and we come up. Oh, this one. Oh, I'm so sick of this card. This is the Ten of Swords, stabbed in the back. People that are, you know, not very kind. After you go through a long process and it's at the end, and all of these injuries from people, and when I say injuries, I don't mean necessarily, probably not physical injuries, but the nasty, horrible things that they say. And it's like betrayal and disappointment. The good thing is it's the end of the process, okay? It's the 10, which is 1 and 0. So new beginnings are about to start, and they can start where you're a better person despite nasty things that may have been said to you, or despite a long drawn out process which has been rather awful. New things will start and you will be a better person because of it. Okay, you don't have to sink to the level of some of these people or this, you know, nastiness that goes on. If you haven't experienced like nastiness per se, it could also be a long drawn out process where you just haven't felt joy in life. You've just felt flat. You know, it's the end of the cycle. I'm feeling as I'm saying this is a long period of maybe some years where people have just been flat, and it's just like almost you go numb because there's so much, you know, it's like walking in the wilderness and just so much. You need a drink, you need nurturing, you need somebody kind to just say a few kind words to you. But it's just about finished. So that's fantastic that it's over. Okay. 4 and number 5. Looking at the number 5 for the week, June 17, 2019. Number 5 is alive. Okay, and we come up with wands, and it's the 7 of wands. This woman means business. Okay, time for action. She's got 7 baseball bats, so don't get in her way. Okay, this is all about, you know, fiery, inspirational energy. There's something close to her heart that she really wants to, you know, accomplish this week. 7s can be about sacrifice. You might be juggling. You might have to juggle things in order to, you know, really do something physical with the fiery inspiration that you feel. I can actually just like feel burning in my heart. It's like the burning desire to achieve something this week. Okay, and yeah, she's determined to do it. Okay, so yeah, sometimes it's a very spiritual kind of energy. It's great to spend time in reflection, self-reflection, feeling the desire to do what you want to do. Okay, just be careful that you're not impulsive and sort of go off half-cocked. I don't know how to explain that saying. I think that's an Australian saying, go off half-cocked. It's a common saying. It's like you're not properly prepared for the situation. Okay, so that's number 5. Alrighty. Thanks for tuning in, and I'd appreciate a like on this video. Please subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell for updates, because I'm doing things all the time. I'll be very shortly doing a Sagittarius horoscope for the month of July, which is, time's going so quick, isn't it? Can't believe how it's like the older you get, the quicker it goes. It's quite amazing. Have a beautiful week, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in today. Okay, catch you later. Bye.